Before I met Puff, I was a backpack rapper. Stuff my Louis with millions, I'm a rack pack rapper.
Mase, right, was upset for you for years.
Yes.
Do you look at that and be like, that's just an executive, or is it one of those things like, I told you?
I didn't do nothing to him. So let's go back to the first of all, is there has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true, and has really tried to stain my legacy. If you think that I'm a scumbag that will ever steal anything, my name is Diddy, Sean Combs. I never took nothing from nobody a day in my life. All I've ever given is opportunity and more money than a person was making.
When I got the money, it was like this. I really didn't know everybody. I grew up with Killer. Shout out to Killer. Shout out to everybody in Harlem. Killer and Zig was two people that used to give me shoes, right? They used to give me sneakers. I was that poor. Like, I used to wear sneakers. Killer was one, I was two. We was like everywhere together. So you know I'm just keeping it a stack. When I got the money, it just changed everything.
There's no disrespect to Puff. Puff wasn't there, so I don't know. Puff had a brownstone, I believe, on 35th Street.
But at first, my problem with, I think, Cam was just that they thought I had money I didn't have. About time I got the bag, we was enemies already. Start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts.
Few figures in hip-hop have ever dared to speak out against the empire Sean Diddy Combs built. But then there's Mase, a man who went from fame to near obscurity, only to resurface with shocking revelations about his time under Diddy's control. What kind of pressures would drive someone at the height of success to simply walk away? And what did Mase have to escape from in the first place? Today, we're diving into the claims, the hidden stories, and the road to freedom that Mase finally found after years of silence.
They never give me credit for that. All my awards went to Puff. I wrote all those songs.
More Money, More Problems.
Yeah, but that was on Big album.
Right.
So that was songs I had as my single that they gave to Biggie.
Got it.
For his album.
To understand the weight of Mase's story, we have to go back to the start. The days when Bad Boy Records was at its peak, and the music world was captivated by the unstoppable force of Sean Diddy Combs. It was the late 90s, and Diddy had become the architect behind some of hip-hop's biggest acts, the notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, and eventually Mase. With his smooth flow and unmatched charisma, Mase quickly rose through the ranks, becoming a staple of the Bad Boy lineup.
Do you not get paid for those even now?
Yes, but I'm saying, like, if you knew that Mase was the one doing all of that, you would see me in a different light. Even today, people praise Bad Boy. The real golden era of Bad Boy, I was spearheading.
He was the young star with a knack for making any track a hit, and his laid-back style and charm made him a fan favorite. Tracks like Feel So Good and What You Want dominated the charts, and Mase became known as one of hip-hop's leading voices, bringing a refreshing coolness that resonated with audiences across the country. But what the world didn't see, or perhaps wasn't meant to see, was the growing tension brewing behind the scenes. Diddy was more than just a producer. He was a powerful figure who controlled nearly every aspect of his artists' careers.
Biggie made it, and I'm not, Biggie
taking
Biggie.
away, right? You're not taking
I'm
away
under
nothing.
Biggie. I'm nowhere near Biggie.
Right.
I gotta catch myself so somebody catch that and try to run with it.
Right.
No, I'm saying,
good catch.
I'm
Good
saying
catch,
when
Mase.
Biggie passed away,
Right.
and the company is in ambiguity, and everybody is lost and in shambles. It was my pen.
Stories began surfacing of rigid contracts that left artists with limited creative freedom and royalties that seemed to benefit the label far more than the artists themselves. For Diddy, Bad Boy wasn't just a label. It was his brand, his empire, and his artists were expected to comply with his vision. No questions asked. Mase, like many others, was drawn into this vision, initially blinded by the promise of fame and fortune. At first, Mase played the part. He was grateful for the opportunities, the fame, the success. Being part of Bad Boy Records was every aspiring artist's dream, and Mase was living it. But over time, the control Diddy held over his career started to feel like a trap. Mase was creative, but he found himself limited by Diddy's expectations, forced to fit a mold that, while profitable, left him feeling like a puppet on a string. It wasn't long before rumors of dissatisfaction started to leak. Friends and collaborators began noticing subtle changes in Mase, a restlessness that hinted he was starting to see the cracks in the glamorous facade. At the height of his fame, Mase began speaking to close friends about his growing discomfort, revealing a darker side of the fame that few could understand. For most fans, Bad Boy was a dream come true, a gateway to fortune. But for Mase, it was beginning to feel more like a cage. Many in the industry were aware of Diddy's controlling nature, but few dared to push back. Mase, however, began to feel he had little choice, and as his doubts grew, so did his need for a way out, a desire to escape, even if it meant leaving behind everything he had worked so hard to build. As he continued to produce hit after hit, there was a growing tension just beneath the surface. Mase started showing signs that he was struggling with the pressure, a tension only visible to those closest to him. In interviews, he'd often seemed distracted, as if the weight of his newfound fame was taking its toll. He was living the high life, appearing on magazine covers, performing on stage in front of thousands. Yet there was an underlying unease that hinted at deeper issues. Behind the scenes, Mase was grappling with the realization that the dream he had chased was not what it seemed. The glitz and glamour of the music industry were overshadowed by the constraints imposed by Diddy's vision for Bad Boy Records. As the tension mounted, Mase began to question his place within the label. He was a star, but at what cost? The pressure to conform to Diddy's expectations was relentless, and the creative freedom he craved seemed increasingly out of reach. Mase's internal struggle was becoming more apparent, and those close to him could see that he was at a crossroads. The turning point came when Mase decided to take a step back and reevaluate his life and career. He realized that in order to find true fulfillment, he needed to break free from the constraints that had been holding him back. This decision marked the beginning of a new chapter for Mase, one that would ultimately lead him on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. As Mase began to distance himself from the limelight, whispers of discontent started to surface. The public facade of a successful partnership with Diddy was beginning to crack, revealing a more complex and troubling narrative. In interviews and candid conversations, Mase started to open up about the darker side of his time at Bad Boy Records, shedding light on the manipulation and control that had been hidden from the public eye. Mase described feeling trapped in a system that prioritized profit over artistry, where creative decisions were often dictated by Diddy's vision rather than the artist's own. He spoke of contracts that seemed designed to benefit the label disproportionately, leaving artists with little financial transparency or control over their own work. These revelations painted a picture of an industry where power dynamics were heavily skewed and where artists like Mase found themselves at the mercy of those who held the reins. One of the most striking claims Mase made was about the financial control exerted by Diddy. He alleged that despite the success of his albums and singles, the financial rewards were not as substantial as one might expect. Mase hinted at a lack of transparency in how profits were shared, suggesting that the wealth generated by his music was not equitably distributed. This financial strain added another layer of complexity to his relationship with Diddy, fueling his desire to break free from the constraints of Bad Boy Records. Mase also touched on the emotional and psychological toll of working under such a controlling environment. He described feeling like a pawn in a larger game, where his personal and professional aspirations were often sidelined in favor of the label's agenda. This sense of being manipulated and held back was a recurring theme in Mase's accounts, highlighting the challenges he faced in trying to assert his independence and artistic integrity. As Mase's revelations gained traction, they sparked a broader conversation about the music industry and the power dynamics at play. His story resonated with other artists who had experienced similar struggles, shining a light on the need for greater transparency and fairness in the industry. Mase's courage in speaking out inspired others to share their own stories, creating a ripple effect that challenged the status quo and called for change. Despite the risks involved in confronting such a powerful figure, Mase remained steadfast in his resolve to tell his truth. He understood that by sharing his experiences, he was not only reclaiming his narrative, but also paving the way for future artists to navigate the industry with greater awareness and autonomy. Mase's revelations were a testament to his resilience and determination to break free from the shadows of his past and forge a new path forward. Mase's decision to step away from the music industry was as surprising as it was bold. At the height of his career, when most artists would be capitalizing on their success, Mase chose a different path, one that led him away from the spotlight and into a period of introspection and spiritual awakening. The pressures of fame and the constraints imposed by his contract with Bad Boy Records had taken their toll. Mase found himself yearning for a sense of peace and fulfillment that the music industry could not provide. It was during this time of inner turmoil that he turned to faith, seeking solace and guidance in spirituality. This spiritual journey became a cornerstone of his transformation, providing him with the clarity and strength needed to make a life-altering decision. In a move that shocked fans and industry insiders alike, Mase announced his retirement from music in 1999. He walked away from a lucrative career, leaving behind the fame and fortune that many aspire to achieve. For Mase, this decision was not just about leaving the industry. It was about reclaiming his life and redefining his identity outside of the confines of Bad Boy Records. Mase's departure was met with a mix of disbelief and admiration. Some viewed it as a courageous act of self-preservation, while others questioned the wisdom of leaving behind such a promising career. Regardless of public opinion, Mase remained resolute in his choice, embracing a new chapter that prioritized personal growth and spiritual fulfillment over commercial success. During his time away from the music scene, Mase focused on his spiritual development, becoming a pastor and dedicating himself to his faith. This period of reflection allowed him to heal from the pressures of his past and gain a deeper understanding of his purpose. It was a transformative experience that reshaped his perspective on life and music, ultimately preparing him for a return to the industry on his own terms. Mase's journey of escape and renewal is a testament to his resilience and determination to live authentically. By stepping away from the industry, he was able to break free from the constraints that had once held him back and emerge stronger and more self-assured. His story serves as an inspiration to those who seek to find their own path, reminding us that true success is not measured by fame or fortune, but by the courage to follow one's heart and live in alignment with one's values. After several years away from the music industry, Mase's return was as unexpected as his departure. In 2004, he re-emerged with a new album, Welcome Back, signaling not just a comeback, but a reinvention. This return was marked by a significant shift in his artistic direction and personal philosophy, reflecting the profound changes he had undergone during his time away. Mase's re-entry into the music world was characterized by a newfound sense of autonomy and purpose. No longer under the shadow of Diddy's influence, he was determined to take control of his career and craft a narrative that was true to his experiences and beliefs. This time, Mase was not just an artist. He was a man with a mission, using his platform to share messages of positivity and resilience. Welcome Back was a departure from the themes that had dominated his earlier work. The album showcased a more mature and introspective Mase, with lyrics that reflected his spiritual journey and personal growth. Tracks like Breathe, Stretch, Shake, and the title track, Welcome Back, highlighted his ability to blend catchy hooks with meaningful content, resonating with both old fans and new listeners. The album's success demonstrated that Mase still had a place in the ever-evolving hip-hop landscape, and it marked the beginning of a new chapter in his career. Mase's return was not without its challenges. The music industry had changed significantly during his absence, and he faced the task of re-establishing himself in a competitive and dynamic environment. However, his commitment to authenticity and his refusal to compromise his values set him apart. Mase was no longer just a rapper. He was a storyteller, using his music to convey the lessons he had learned and the wisdom he had gained. In addition to his musical endeavors, Mase began exploring other ventures that aligned with his vision for personal and professional growth. He became involved in various community and philanthropic efforts, using his influence to make a positive impact beyond the music industry. This holistic approach to his career allowed Mase to expand his reach and connect with audiences on a deeper level. Mase's journey back to the spotlight was also marked by a renewed focus on collaboration and innovation. He sought out partnerships with artists and producers who shared his vision, creating music that was both fresh and reflective of his unique perspective. This collaborative spirit not only enriched his work, but also reinforced his commitment to fostering creativity and diversity within the industry. Despite the challenges and changes he faced, Mase's return to music was a testament to his resilience and adaptability. He had successfully navigated the complexities of fame, personal transformation, and industry dynamics, emerging as a more grounded and empowered artist. Mase's story is a powerful reminder that true success is not just about achieving fame or fortune, but about staying true to oneself and using one's platform to inspire and uplift others. In the years following his return to the music scene, Mase found himself once again embroiled in the complexities of his past relationship with Diddy. Despite his efforts to move forward, the shadows of his time at Bad Boy Records continued to linger, manifesting in a series of public disputes and revelations that kept fans and industry insiders captivated. The tension between Mase and Diddy resurfaced in 2020 when Mase took to social media to publicly address long-standing grievances regarding his contract with Bad Boy Records. In a candid post, Mase accused Diddy of unfair business practices, specifically highlighting the restrictive nature of his contract and the financial disparities that had plagued their partnership. Mase claimed that despite offering a substantial sum to regain control of his publishing rights, Diddy refused to negotiate, leaving Mase feeling trapped and undervalued. This public airing of grievances reignited discussions about the power dynamics within the music industry, with Mase positioning himself as an advocate for artists' rights and fair treatment. His willingness to speak out against Diddy, a figure often seen as untouchable in the industry, was both bold and risky, but it underscored Mase's commitment to transparency and justice. The feud between Mase and Diddy was not just about business, it was deeply personal. Mase's accusations touched on themes of betrayal and exploitation, painting a picture of a relationship that had soured over time. For Mase, this was not just a fight for financial equity, but a quest to reclaim his narrative and assert his independence from a past that had long overshadowed his career. In response to Mase's claims, Diddy maintained his stance, emphasizing his contributions to Mase's success and the opportunities provided through their collaboration. However, the public nature of their dispute highlighted the ongoing tensions and unresolved issues that had simmered beneath the surface for years. As the drama unfolded, Mase continued to use his platform to advocate for change within the industry. He called for greater accountability and transparency, urging fellow artists to be vigilant about their contracts and to prioritize their creative and financial autonomy. Mase's advocacy resonated with many in the industry, sparking conversations about the need for reform and the importance of empowering artists to take control of their careers. Despite the challenges and controversies, Mase remained focused on his music and personal growth. He continued to release new material, collaborate with other artists, and engage with his audience in meaningful ways. His resilience in the face of adversity and his unwavering commitment to his principles earned him respect and admiration from fans and peers alike. Mase's ongoing feud with Diddy serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities and challenges that artists often face in the pursuit of their dreams. It highlights the importance of standing up for one's rights and the courage required to confront powerful figures in the industry. Through his journey, Mase has become a symbol of resilience and empowerment, inspiring others to fight for their truth and to never settle for less than they deserve. Today, Mase stands as a testament to the power of resilience and the pursuit of independence in an industry often fraught with challenges and complexities. His journey from the heights of fame to a period of introspection and back into the public eye has been marked by a series of transformative experiences that have shaped him into a multifaceted artist and advocate. Mase's story is one of reinvention and empowerment. Having navigated the turbulent waters of the music industry, he has emerged with a renewed sense of purpose and a commitment to authenticity. This evolution is evident not only in his music, but also in his broader contributions to the cultural and social landscape. Mase has become a voice for change, using his platform to address issues of fairness, transparency, and artist rights, which continue to resonate with audiences worldwide. In recent years, Mase has expanded his influence beyond music, engaging in various entrepreneurial and philanthropic endeavors. He has leveraged his experiences to mentor emerging artists, offering guidance and support to those navigating the complexities of the industry. By sharing his insights and advocating for equitable treatment, Mase has helped to foster a new generation of artists who are more informed and empowered to take control of their careers. Mase's impact extends to his community involvement, where he has been active in initiatives aimed at uplifting and empowering marginalized groups. His work in this area reflects his deep commitment to social justice and his desire to make a positive impact beyond the confines of the music industry. Through these efforts, Mase has demonstrated that true success is not just about personal achievement, but also about contributing to the greater good. Musically, Mase continues to evolve, exploring new sounds and collaborations that reflect his growth as an artist. His recent projects have showcased a blend of introspection and innovation, drawing on his past experiences while looking toward the future. This ability to adapt and reinvent himself has kept Mase relevant in an ever-changing industry, earning him respect from both fans and peers. Mase's journey has also sparked important conversations about the nature of success and the importance of staying true to oneself. His story serves as a reminder that the path to fulfillment is not always linear, and that setbacks can be opportunities for growth and transformation. By embracing his vulnerabilities and learning from his experiences, Mase has become a symbol of resilience, inspiring others to pursue their dreams with courage and determination. As Mase continues to navigate his career and personal life, he remains focused on his mission to empower others and effect positive change. His legacy is one of perseverance and integrity, demonstrating that it is possible to overcome adversity and emerge stronger on the other side. Mase's influence will undoubtedly continue to be felt for years to come, as he inspires future generations to challenge the status quo and strive for a more equitable and inclusive industry. Mase's journey through the music industry is a compelling narrative of transformation, resilience, and empowerment. From his meteoric rise to fame under the Bad Boy Records banner, to his courageous decision to step away and redefine his life, Mase has continually demonstrated the power of self-discovery and the importance of staying true to one's values. Throughout his career, Mase has faced numerous challenges, from navigating the complexities of the music industry to confronting the personal and professional constraints imposed by his early contracts. Yet each obstacle has served as a catalyst for growth, pushing him to explore new paths and redefine his identity both as an artist and as an individual. Mase's decision to speak out against the injustices he faced at Bad Boy Records was a pivotal moment, not only for his career, but for the broader conversation about artist rights and industry practices. By sharing his experiences, Mase has helped to shine a light on the often hidden power dynamics within the music world, advocating for greater transparency and fairness. His willingness to confront these issues head-on has inspired many artists to take control of their own narratives and demand equitable treatment. Beyond his advocacy, Mase's influence extends to his music and community involvement. His ability to blend introspective lyrics with catchy hooks has allowed him to remain relevant in an ever-evolving industry, while his commitment to social justice and mentorship has made a lasting impact on those around him. Mase's work in these areas reflects his deep understanding of the power of music as a tool for change and his dedication to using his platform for the greater good. As Mase continues to evolve, his legacy is one of empowerment and authenticity. He has shown that true success is not measured by external accolades, but by the ability to live in alignment with one's values and make a positive impact on the world. Mase's story is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the transformative power of resilience, offering inspiration to anyone who has ever faced adversity in the pursuit of their dreams. In reflecting on Mase's journey, it becomes clear that his impact extends far beyond the music industry. He has become a symbol of hope and perseverance, demonstrating that it is possible to overcome challenges and emerge stronger on the other side. Mase's legacy will undoubtedly continue to inspire future generations, encouraging them to challenge the status quo and strive for a more equitable and inclusive world. In conclusion, Mase's journey is a powerful reminder of the importance of authenticity, resilience, and the courage to forge one's own path. His story is one of triumph over adversity, a narrative that resonates with anyone who has ever dared to dream. Through his music, advocacy, and community involvement, Mase has left an indelible mark on the world, proving that true success is about more than just fame and fortune. It's about living authentically and making a meaningful impact.